Hi, rabbits. Research Turtle here. Today, we are diving into the reality of the European economy in 2026. We are looking at the Great Divergence. This isn't just a story about climate change anymore. It is an industrial survival guide. The narrative that decarbonization killed Europe's economy is half wrong. It didn't kill the economy, but it absolutely destroyed the old model. For decades, Europe relied on cheap Russian gas and internal combustion dominance. That path is now a dead end, leading only to deindustrialization. The new path is about resilience, relying on local energy physics and protectionism. Let's look at where this pain is most acute: the German core. The engine of Europe has stalled under a triple threat: expensive energy, fierce Chinese competition, and carbon regulation. Look at the numbers. While German power prices hover between 80 and 100 euros per megawatt hour, they are simply uncompetitive compared to their neighbors. The consequence? Capacity cuts. ThyssenKrupp slashed steel capacity by 22%, affecting 11,000 jobs. This has triggered a flight of the energy intensives. Energy has become the new geography. We're seeing major players like BASF and Lanxess closing facilities in Germany to chase cheaper renewables or better market access in the USA and China. The German Chemical Association reports a drop in sales for 2026 after an exhausting year. Brussels has realized that regulation alone won't work. We're seeing a massive pivot from the Green Deal of 2019 to the Clean Industrial Deal of 2026. The goal has shifted from saving the planet to saving the industry. With the Fit for 90 package, they are slashing permitting times and launching an industrial decarbonization bank to fill the investment gap. Simultaneously, Europe is completing its fortress. As of January 1, 2026, the Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism, or CBAM, entered its definitive phase. This is a carbon price wall, adding over $100 per ton to imports, creating a bureaucratic barrier that forces importers to pay for their emissions. It's inflationary, yes, but it's designed to protect the internal market. Now let's talk about the winners, starting with the South. Spain has transformed into a renewable superpower, effectively turning sun into steel. With GDP growth at 2.4% and the lowest power costs in the EU, sometimes half the price of Germany, Spain is winning the industrial argument. They swept the European hydrogen auctions, and while ArcelorMittal pauses in Germany, they're investing in Spanish electric arc furnaces. Next door, France offers a different kind of advantage: the nuclear fortress. With a 75% nuclear mix, they offer the luxury of stability in a volatile world. Their inflation is a rock-bottom 0.8%, and they've locked in industrial power prices at around 70 euros. They're even training 10,000 new technicians annually to build the next generation of reactors. Moving east, Poland has become the Eastern engine. They're combining security with industry, achieving a massive 4.5% GDP growth. By replacing coal with nuclear and offshore wind, they're absorbing the manufacturing capacity that is fleeing the high costs of the West. Even Italy is making a pragmatic U-turn, reversing a 40-year ban on nuclear. The Meloni government realizes that ideology must bow to industrial necessity, planning for up to 22% of their power to come from nuclear by 2050, specifically focusing on small modular reactors. So, what does the sector shakeout look like? It is brutal. Adaptation is the only alternative to extinction. Steel is migrating to hydrogen hubs. The auto sector is critical. VW is facing a triple crisis and cutting billions. Chemicals are downsizing and exiting basic production in Europe entirely. Despite the political noise, the green lash and protests, the industrial logic is silent and relentless. We face a price paradox. Solar pushes daytime prices to zero, but gas sets the night price. This volatility forces industry towards stable solutions like nuclear or storage, regardless of what politicians say. To wrap up, here's the resilience protocol for 2026. To survive, nations must invest rather than tax, leverage their local physics, whether that's Spanish sun or French atoms, and align with the European fortress. Europe isn't dying, it is becoming a laboratory for the post-carbon economy. The pain we see now is simply the price of entry. That's it for today. Turtle out.